Okay, so we are recording, ladies. Good morning, evening. For you, some of you will be evening or noon. So welcome to this information session. We will be talking today about this little device, MagHealy. So it comes in a cool package, and to charge, we have this wonderful modern technology, so we no longer need to put cables to it because MagHealy can be loosely flying around the house. You've got this little dish that you just put it on. Make sure it's fastened properly because sometimes if it's misplaced, it's really not charging. So it has to be properly. The buttons will be flashing and it shows you that it's charging. Around in here, you've got a little clip. So when the clip is on total right side, when it's on number 1, it's off. So you can actually, when you travel with your MagHealy and you want to take it with you, you can turn it off. In the middle, number 2, when you put on number 2, it's on a saving mode. So it will be, let me just do this. It will have flashes just at the beginning. As you can see, it shines like UFO, and then it goes off. It doesn't mean it doesn't work. It's simply on a saving mode to save the energy if you want to use it for longer time. And then on number 3, it has all the flashes and all the lights, and it will be going all the time. So you choose your level. So you have option from level 2 or 3, depending what you want and how long you have and how long is your program. I know that I like number 2 because when the program is going and sometimes at night, it flashes my eyes and I really don't like that. But number 2 will be just nice and quiet. I don't even know it's working. And this is all about really what we need to know. So let's go. No questions about this charging? No? Perfect.
So far, so good.
So far, so good. Okay. Let's connect MagHealy so we can look what actually programs you have, what is inside. And I will touch a bit about Mac and programs, which are my absolute favorite programs, of course.
That's pretty much all I use.
Okay. Okay, I'm connecting here.
In fact, if they had done the Healy, I mean, if you want just a one program MagHealy at a cost that's lower and then buy subscriptions, they should start with load it with McMakin.
Yes. Yes.
They might get more people interested.
More people.
I don't know.
I found myself that I use MagHealy much more, really. I just feel better. I choose to because I love it. Let me do this. So I'm sharing my phone with you. Sorry, my computer is a bit messy. I work too much. I've got too much stuff in there. Can you see my phone?
Yes.
Okay. Because I lost you, so I have to. Oh, yeah, there you go. That's my phone. I see my phone now. Okay. So let me connect. So when you look at the front of your MagHealy, there is really not much to see in there. I need to turn off all this. So it's not much to see, and it looks like it's nearly empty, but it's actually not. So we've got a few different programs here, a few different groups of programs. You've got your classic programs, which are not really that full in pages like Healy would have. And they generally much shorter, I found as well. But it's all good. And when you put it on, You can actually, you can see what it is. Like you can see the picture that is joint and is funny face for a tightness, sleepy. So it's very self-explanatory what you actually do with it. And what's so really good about it, that's once you put it on, it tells you where you place the MagHealy. So in here tells you to actually place it on your abdomen. When I got MagHealy, I will show you it's going to be on the table and it's going to be for everyone. So this is the Sphere programs, and the next programs. Those ones are individual programs. So they actually don't work for everyone in the room. They are individual ones. So I would say that's why, Catherine, good idea to get a pouch, because if you want energy and it's morning, we don't really have much time to lie down comfortably and on bed and have half an hour session just for energy. Generally, we're up and go and we have to start the day. So that's why pouch probably will be a really great idea. The programs that works for everyone, the atmosphere program, there is two big panels for the atmosphere and they are fantastic. I love to have session running when I'm working. It kind of gives me idea, open some channels to my head that suddenly I have numerous different ideas that I want to run with. So you've got many different options in here. You've got an office or study, creativity. So those are my absolute favorites. I do them all the time. Prosperity. Why not use prosperity when you're not doing anything and you've got your MagHealy? Just put it on. Car. I took my MagHealy once with when I went for pick up my son. And oh my goodness, all the lights were green. I don't know if that was just coincidence, but on this day, my lights were green. So that was really fantastic. And I felt really safe. I live in Australia, in Melbourne, and we have enormous traffic in the city. And there is a lot of angry people. I promise you, it's more than ever. And usually I attract those angry people, but they get angry because a second later I start the car instead of instantly. They start driving before the lights even turn green. But when I have MagHealy with me, I'm invisible to them, which that's how I want to be. And then you've got a family harmony, just having dinner, family dinner, and put a MagHealy with you would be fantastic. Food cleansing. Just imagine that you're cooking in the kitchen and pantry. It will generate the energy in your food for better absorptions. That's what I've been told. This is all for cooking. So you can put your MagHealy into your pantry, so stuff don't get moldy, the stuff don't get old. It just cleans the energy where your food is actually stored. Then of course during cooking kitchen. So it's many different options that you can use this. And let's do this one. When you put it on, it shows you that your MagHealy with the charger can be on the table. So like the other one was on your tummy to use personally. This is the atmospheric ones. And this is the one that it goes into the whole room. I've been, say, 3 meters across. So from the Healy, 1.5 meter left and 1.5 right. So depending how big is your room, of course. So all these people and animals who are in this space will actually be exposed to it. And in here, you've got this little sign, like a number 8, infinity number. That means that once you put it on, it will not finish until you finish the program. So when you're cooking for 3 hours, you can have this for 3 hours. Because the other ones we have 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 1 hour, but this one is infinity. So it's really good program to put when you're going to sleep as well. And this is another atmosphere programs. Coherence is one of the really, really nice ones. Stress, just imagine you have stressful situation, and then you just put stress, MagHealy, relaxation, holistic health. Generally, when the weather is down and everyone is sneezing, I like to put this one. I'm really affected to sneeze quite often, so this is my favorite one. Sleep. Why not put in something when you're sleeping, and then it enforce the deep and quality sleep, so we can be refreshed in the morning. So those one are all programs that are atmospheric programs that you can have it constantly going on without time limits. Then we have water activation. Those ones are fantastic as well. They generally are 10 minutes programs. Let me we choose something. Like imagine that you can drink water with vagus harmony. It's generally 10 minutes. So that's exactly what I do. I've got a jug, 5-liter jug, big one at home, and I just charge my water with whatever I want. Sometimes just one, sometimes 3 different things. And then we're drinking it through the day. I don't freeze this water. I just keep it on the bench, room temperature. I like room temperature water. I don't really like cold water much. And we're just drinking it. I sometimes put some fruit. A friend of mine, I saw her just recently, has this beautiful bottle with lots of fruits inside. It looks amazing, and I'm sure it tasted amazing. So you can do this one, make a fruit water. It's perfect for any condition, really weather condition, and then you can charge it as well. So it's really good stuff to have.
Beata,
Yes.
I have a question. In what percentage of intensity do you stage the MagHealy to harmonize the water or to activate the water? That's the first question. The second one is
Wait, I don't understand what you mean. What
yes, the percentage of intensity. 15, 20, 30, 35.
It generally comes automatically. I'm just putting it on. It comes to 50%, you see, automatically.
Yes.
I'll leave it like that.
Okay. And the second the question about water activation is how many programs can you set in the same jar?
I do 2, 3, 4 programs depending what I want to do. You need to think what's the intention for the water it is at this moment. So you're not gonna put a sleep and energy together. You just think what you want to do. Is it water for, like you've got options in here. Is it something like if you've got some condition on your skin, you can use it for the skin, but do you want the skin to be for the whole family or just you? So you can actually do this just for yourself. You get a glass of water, and if you've got skin conditions, some cuts or something that is not healing, and just drink it for yourself. But for the whole family, if you want to use the water for the whole family, you use where was it? Cell harmony. You can use nutrition. You choose what you want, and you can play with it every day different. I generally tend to do around 3 because that's me.
And how much time does the water keeps activated after
I've been
put
told
the MagHealy on?
up to 12 hours. Yes. Don't do it for a week ahead. It will be around 12 hours.
12 hours. Okay, Beata, and the last question is for the others programs, the atmospheres programs. For example, if I am in a room with several people, do I have to let the percentage of intensity as it is come, or do I have to set it up?
I don't know what you mean. You have to ask the person.
Yes. Sorry, Beata. In the atmosphere program.
Yeah.
With several people. Several people in the room. For example, my child.
Yeah.
And my husband and my puppies.
Yeah.
And I want to have family harmony.
Yes.
do I have to set 50% off or increase it?
Oh,
53, 55, 60, 70.
if you've got a child,
Uh-huh.
and animals in the same room, I would keep it at low. Those ones, let me just see, those ones will come low. I think 30% in here. Now I understand. Yeah, those
Yes.
ones comes at 30%. Animals can hear it, and sometimes children. So if you pump it up to 100%, it will become very unpleasant atmosphere for them.
Okay. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, Beata. Nice to see you.
Thank you. Good
Thank you. I'm
questions.
here.
Yes,
Thank you.
very
Thank you, Beata.
important. My dog hurt his back leg jumping from the tall sofas few weeks ago, and I put I put programs for him. I put joints for him because I knew that he couldn't walk very well. And when I put it on him, I tried to stick the MagHealy under him as he was lying down. Of course, I can't force him to hold it on his tummy, but just close to him. He would run away all the time, and I wasn't sure why. So even the 30%, he is just a little Jack Russell. It was much too much for him, even 30%. So when I lower up to 20, I think 20 was better, so he could fall asleep and didn't bother him. And then when I put it close to my ear, I could hear that there is a sound there. So if I can hear, the animal can hear too. And if the dog can hear, little children also will hear. So you don't want to make it uncomfortable because it will be very annoying, high-pitchy noise. Very good questions, Rosa. Thank you very much. Anybody else have any questions as I'm on this level? So we will add water activations.
I have a question on the atmosphere one. When you have
Yes.
an infinity time, can you run the Healy while it's still on the charger, or?
Yes, I would leave it on the charger because as you can imagine, that's infinity. It will, if you leave it for 24 hours, it will run for 24 hours, or when the battery dies. So it
Yeah, I know
doesn't have to.
the other Healy, we couldn't use it on while it was charging, but this one we can use it while
Yes.
it's still charging.
Yes. So when you put on where is the atmosphere one? Like if I put on the car here, you will see that's at the beginning. It's, oh, I missed that. No. I chose a wrong program. Sorry. So I have to choose creativity. It shows you, you see this little thing. So when you start the program, it shows you to put it on charger. Can you see the shiny thing? That represents charger. So yes, and this way, when you leave it, it can be there for 3 days if you don't change anything. And it works magnificently. When I just got my Healy first, I think I put it for sleep, and I totally forgot about it. And the next day we were all sleepy, and then it was still going. And then the following day we were all sleepy, and I didn't realize what is happening. We have sleep for 3 days. So we were sleepy during the day, because it was supporting our sleep. So yes, we slept very well, but also at the same time, I was sleepy during the day because it wants me to go to sleep all the time. So make sure you change the programs and you activate energy in the morning instead of sleeping for 24 hours. But yes, it can be on charger. Any other questions about this before we move on? No. Okay. So now we're done water activation. Yeah, we know about the water. You choose, you can activate 1 glass, or you can activate a jug of water. Look at this one, heart opening. Beautiful it looks. Okay, now we're going to absolute favorite of mine, which is MagHealy protocols. So I'm sure you heard about the fact that MagHealy works on 2 channels. So all those other programs that I showed you, they're just only on 1 channel, just like Healy. MagHealy system works on 2 channels. This clever lady, which I have pleasure to meet last month, have developed she continued developing the idea because the original idea belonged to somebody else. So according to her story, that she actually purchased a clinic as a chiropractic doctor. She purchased a clinic, and then there was these papers with different fragrances and some funny machines that she never seen before. And they were going with those machines to the rubbish until I think her business partner, started looking through them and said, "Look, this is something interesting. Let's look into it." So the first couple of years, they were actually experimenting on themselves to see how it works, and then MagHealy program start, because she could see the maximum different ideas and different results that she was using as a chiropractor. And she is very into muscle structure and joints and whatever chiropractors do to adjustment. And when she relaxes the muscle, then it's much easier to manipulate a human body as she did at the beginning. So it's 2 fragrances. One will be for the part of the body, the other one is for the issue that is happening. So we call it the tissue and the issue. So when we have, for example, neck harmony, so it will have neck harmony, it will have specific fragrances for neck, just neck, and whatever we have in here for neck. So it's not going to be just one, it's gonna be plenty, I would assume 40 to 100 on the neck, whatever is included in the part of our necks. And then it will be the issue that could make you uncomfortable, could make your neck stiff, could make your neck in pain and not relax. You know, the first thing that we really
Greg
want.
was telling you about.
Sorry?
Oh, it's a series. I don't really, it's right there. I don't really.
Sorry,
Miles right there.
somebody is talking.
It's,
Please
good.
put yourself on mute.
Marilyn should
It's
mute.
Marlene?
I just want something.
Okay.
simple.
Marlene, can you please go on mute if you want to have conversation?
It's not me, it's the iPhone 3.
Oh, iPhone, Mary Ann.
iPhone 3. Yes. Okay, because it's difficult to talk when we're having conversations. So the same way, after exercise, we'll go for the whole body and we'll regenerate, will help those muscles regenerate faster after we're exercising so much. Then we're having, that's better. No. Okay, I just mute her, I think.
Good.
Then when we're going to brain harmony, fantastic. I need to tell you, for everyone who has MagHealy, sorry, that took me a little bit out of space by this conversation, so I need to get back. So when I met Dr. MagHealy, I was extremely impressed by her switchiness. She is much older than my mother, and this lady travels around the world teaching people, sometimes even 12 hours a day. And she is very spot on. She remembers everybody's names. She remembers everything that she was doing in the morning or the day before. And when she teaches, she follow up the programs without any notes. She's got it all in her. And she's 76 years old lady. Absolutely amazed. So I asked her, how do you do this? And she told me a secret. So she said that's every day before she goes to sleep, she uses brain harmony and vagus nerve, followed by digestion. Because you know yourself that in our digestion system is a second brain. And that's where immunity lives and all the good things happen from the digestion. So if those 3 things don't work, nothing will.
Before sleep, Beata,
Yes, she does it. Well, she teaches all day, so she does it before sleep. Yes, those 3 programs.
Every day?
She does it every day. She said she did it for last 30 years.
Interesting.
Interesting, isn't it?
Interesting.
So
Yes.
of course she doesn't have she might have MagMag, and she wasn't teaching MagHealy's, of course. She's got her own business and her own little machines that people can buy. So there is a big machine and there are little machines that they were for sale on the course. And then I told her that I have this, and she said, you don't need anything else. This is exactly what you need. Because you can load more programs when you make those programs for yourself or other people. But the machines that she has can carry up to 40, the little ones, 40 programs that you can put it on and then just choose whatever you're running. They are usually with wires and wet towels, so they're attached with alligator clips to a wire. So those little clips, I'm not sure if you can see. Okay, so she uses face washes and 4 clips, and then she put the face washes, whatever it is. She also have a new system now that is more electromagnetic, but nothing really as advanced as this one. I suppose she's too busy to run whatever she's doing, so the technology is a little bit behind, but it's still wonderful. So she uses her own technology, her own little machine that she takes to bed before she goes to sleep. She set it up and then she goes to sleep, because you can set up 5 programs in the machine, 5 programs at once. And then when one finishes, the other one will start. So that's exactly what she's doing. And she just goes to sleep. And that's why she's so switched on. Her skin is amazing. She looks amazing. She's standing up straight. She's not hunching like a lot of older people. I found myself start hunching. My mom is as well, because this is naturally what we do, and she's not. I was amazed with the ability, whatever she's teaching, what it can do to improve our aging stage. We don't have to be forgetful. We don't have to be in pain. We don't have to do go through what other people are doing, because we can change something. And we have it here. Lucky we have it here in the MagMag system, the MagMag system, in the MagHealy with MagMag system, that we can do this. And I'm telling everyone, whatever she said. So it's brain harmony, vagus nerve. According to Dr. McMacken, she's saying that when the vagus nerve is damaged, and usually we all do have a damage, because anywhere that we hit ourselves, so vagus nerve goes from the top of your head, really behind your eyes, and it goes to on the abdomen. It's like a little tree growing inside of us. So if we have it somewhere where you hit yourself, a pregnancy will damage, any abdominal operation, neck operation, whiplash, any bumps, hit, anything that we do to our body, it will damage the vagus nerve, sometimes permanently. But with this one, we can regenerate at least a bit. Even if it's cut, we can regenerate, because this part will actually die. And vagus nerve goes to our digestion system. For people who have lots of allergies, people who cannot tolerate some food, vagus vein is part of it. So when vagus is improved, our digestion system will improve, our posture will improve, our memory will improve, our general circulation, our heart, people who have heart issues, vagus nerve, the heart is actually surrounded like a nest of vagus nerve around. It's one of those nerves that is actually forgotten by medicine. Not many people acknowledge that actually exists, but it's the most powerful nerve that we have in our body. the longest one and the most powerful. So having the vagus nerve healthy, it's crucial. It's number one to well and easy aging and healthy life, of course. With brain harmony, she said that brain harmony, she called it differently. She called it actually concussion protocol. And then she changed the name because people didn't use it because they didn't have concussion. But in her mind, we all concussed. We all have concussion. Every time concussion doesn't mean that we physically hit our heads. Concussion could be some shocking news. Concussion could be that something bad happened to us. We get really, really upset, and then all these hormones are released, and there's energy released in our brain, and that will concuss our brain. So she is saying that everything also starting from brain, as the nerve is extremely important. Of course, our brain is even more important because we cannot exist without brain. So we need to take care of our brain. An interesting thing that she told me that when people who says that they have headache, brain does not have pain nerves. So brain will not hurt. Which is like, okay, so what does hurt? Everything around brain will hurt. So the layer, we have some fluids around, and of course our skull underneath have nerves, pain nerves. This is what hurt. Our brain will not hurt. But because it doesn't hurt, doesn't mean that that is not damaged, or it doesn't mean that it doesn't need care. And of course, a good circulation and good brain is 60% of fat. So also the food that we're eating is very important. Our diet is important, and now harmonize the brain. It's very important. So that's why she's so switched on, and she remembers everything. That was fantastic. Any questions about this? Because my phone fell sleeping. Then we have no more questions about this one. No. Okay. Use those 3 programs in your MagHealy and you will be fine. Fantastic. Let's go to meridians. So those meridians are a little bit different than the meridians that you have in your Healy. As you can see also that some of them will have different names, like the triple heater. You don't have that in your Healy. It's only one page. Yeah, so we have only one page of these ones. So you can actually run it in here just as it is. The new program that Healy has presented us was a whole module in the Blue application, and this is for purchase. So everyone who bought MagHealy with me recently, please be assured I don't have that permanently as well. So it's not that it was given to people. I don't think the new MagHealys will come with it because they want to make something extra so people can have a choice to purchase that or not. So this is really what it is in the Blue application. And in the Blue application, you can scan yourself by holding the MagHealy, and then it will show you which of the programs to use. But if you don't have that, that's okay as well. It's okay. You don't have to really worry about that because you've got here the programs, so you can choose whatever you think that you might need. If you just tune into your body and ask your body what you need, you will be able to make a right choice. Hopefully this one's gonna stay with us. Oh, no, it's not. They took it from me too. You see, it's. I was sure this one is gonna stay. There you go. It's not. Ah, so I have to buy the whole module for it to be on the I've been told wrong information. I thought this one's gonna stay when it does not gonna have it on the blue applications, but well, I was wrong. So I'm not even gonna talk about it at this stage because I don't even have it. At least somebody purchased it. So if you do purchase, this is what you're gonna have, and you will have the ability to use it. You use it on your tummy. I used it for a week. I think I have it for a week. You used it on your tummy, and it just works on the meridians.
They
Rosa,
should, they
Yeah.
should have allowed us to use it longer
yeah,
in order, because I think I only used it about twice. And that's no way to
No.
test out something to see if you want it.
yes,
They should have said, yeah, use it for 2 months or something, and
yes, yes.
then we'll, so I don't know. Maybe they're wanting to make adjustments, but even at that, I don't know. I wasn't impressed with the rollout. Let's say that.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. Given something for 2 weeks, and it's a huge module, really, because you've got lots of different programs here, but also on the blue application, the scanning here, it does look magnificent with the light shining, the picture of human body and the light shining of way it's working. Yeah, it was very impressive. That the software technology, very impressive how it looks. But it's not near enough time to actually, like you said, experience enough for us to wanting to spend that much money. It is very expensive, way too expensive than I expected to be.
Yeah, it's almost as expensive as getting another Healy.
Yes, yes, yes. And this is just one module. So I
Yeah,
don't know how they justify that, but that's what it is. Yeah. Yeah. But well,
Beata,
let's see. Yes.
I have bought it and I just waiting for it because my MagHealy
Yeah.
doesn't work anymore. So I returned it to the Healy shop and they are going to send me a new one. And
Okay.
I set the Meridians model on that, but I bought it because I thought that using the MagHealy and the Healy at the same time is going to improve and potentially the
Mhm.
work on the meridian that we have to work on it.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think about it?
About using both at once.
Yes.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And I've seen people who using Healy and MagHealy at the same time, but you're not gonna find the same programs. You might find heart, bladder, intestines, but like triple theta, you don't have it there. And triple theta is one of those meridians that is actually everywhere. And this one has something to do with the yin and yang. So it balances energy in our body. It's a really good one. I really like that one, but now it's gone and I don't have it. But well,
Okay.
great that you will. Make sure you set up your blue application properly, that you actually have it. Did you see
Yes,
the blue one? Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to wait and then I'm going to tell you what about the work in progress.
Yeah.
Beata, I have a question about the lights of the MagHealy.
Yeah.
The third position of the button.
Yeah.
Is for what?
It's
We
extra
have three
light.
positions. The first one.
The first one is off.
Why?
Number 2 is the MagHealy is on low mode, so it's still working well, but the lights are off to like a saving mode, saving power, saving battery. And then number 3 it's working, but it flashes the lights. So number 2 saves the battery on the lights, and number 3 is whole bubble with all the lights.
I don't see the importance of the 2 and the 3 difference.
Well, if you are out and you want to use it and you don't have a charger, you want to put it on number 2 because you want to run more programs on the same battery. But if you wanna put it and entertain children, will love it because it's actually flying and it can be used like a little dim light as well. Very colorful and moving fast, so it's fun. And it's on charger. Leave it on number 3.
Okay, so I use simultaneously the MagHealy on your abundance program, the one that I earned in a contest with you, and in a prosperity program in the MagHealy at the same time. I use it.
Beautiful.
And it is working very good, very good.
I'm glad to hear. Absolutely. Yes. Yes. So the same thing in here, in your MagHealy, just like in Healy, you have an expert area. And in expert area, you can get works exactly the same. You get your TAN number and you get your expert number. And I just create a number, but I can download programs for you. And generally, I recommend people not to get here just a general programs, which you can. I would say keep them for your MagHealy. Okay. Keep those programs for MagHealy. No, for your Healy. The one fragrancy programs, keep it for your Healy. The power is the same, everything will be the same. In here, take advantage of the fact that you can have McMacken system and you can have 2 fragrances going from those programs. So take advantage of it and fill up on the back with whatever extra that you want. I create McMacken programs every day. Just try to turn it off. Every day I create those programs, absolutely every day. And I love them, and I can create absolutely anything because when I have the issue and the tissue and the issue, it's really easy. And whatever you have an idea, whatever you have a problem, come to me and I create a program for you. I already have close to 200 programs as well there, but anything new I can create for you. So if you have MagHealy, I keep saying, take advantage of it and use it for MagHealy, because your Healy, any program will work for your Healy except the MagHealy programs. For MagHealy, both of those different programs will work. Does this make sense?
Yes. Do you still create personal programs about the hair persons?
Yeah. I create personal programs, yes, for everything. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Any other questions? Because I want to show you a little bit how we go in the blue application. So your blue application will look like that, and you've got in here MagHealy programs. So you've got your resonance. They change absolutely everything in here. So you've got your resonance and you've got your resonance. So people are saying, what is that? So this resonance is your Healy programs that you have in your Healy. Those ones is a database analysis, and as you can see, it's for vibration only. This one, Healy programs will have that programs, whatever it's after scan, it will show you. This one, they don't exist in Healy. This is just information field, and the information of specific plants like Bach flowers or specific like I Ching program. So you only find it in here in resonance. Before they used to be together, now they kind of separate. And they also separate MagHealy resonance. And of course, you've got your aura and your coach. So when you go to MagHealy, I need to first choose myself. So when you go to your MagHealy,
Go down to the bottom to the new resonance analysis.
yeah. Just wrong person. Ah, I know what this is. Remember, now rule number 1 that I just broke, you need to disconnect from other application to work on this application. It doesn't work in 2 apps at once. I just broke my rule. And that's why it didn't work. Just wanna show you something. This is not okay. Yeah, so I can do a scan. Now also the focus, and if you find also that they give us an idea of a focus. So you can actually choose for something that is pre-done, or you can do it yourself. So let's see. Oh, Rosa, you also asked me how many and how do I choose my water? You can actually scan yourself for water. Where are they?
Yeah, great.
Water activations, and it will tell you what exactly you need for water. Just remember that you need to keep this one close to you because it will scan as well. It's not connected, but that's exactly what it is. So the blue application is really easy. Not connecting. Any other questions do we have?
Are the new Meridian programs scannable for analysis for what you need, or do you just have to choose which one you want?
The Meridians, if you don't purchase them, we don't have them. They were just.
Well, I purchased them, but
Oh, you did? Yeah.
I did, but I don't see any. I don't get the diagram that was shown on the original
Oh.
thing that they did. All I have it. I just have it on my MagHealy list, but I don't know how to scan.
So you
for it.
you don't know how to scan for it?
No, and it doesn't come up in my blue dot list.
No, you will need to contact your back office.
Okay.
And tell them to send you a link, because with this link you upgrade your blue app to the level that you have the extras from Meridians.
Okay.
Because that's what I need to do. They took it away from me. I don't have it now, so I can't even show you. But I have the extra for Meridians that after MagHealy, it was looking totally different. Healy wasn't even included in this page. And you need this one. I was looking, I got the link from an email that I received from them, that I'm part of the experiment, and I follow that link, and that's how I got the extra features on my application.
So
But
it should, if I had it, it should have shown up in my blue list.
yes,
my blue dot
absolutely,
underneath the bacon stuff.
absolutely. Just
Okay.
let me just see. I'm gonna connect here. It doesn't want to connect me. I'm not sure why.
Probably thinks you're still connected to the other one.
Yes, I'm trying to connect. See, come on. Just make sure that when you connect and it's on, not off. Oh, it found MagHealy now. Okay, maybe it's gonna work now. It's also not gonna connect to you if you have very low battery. MagHealy won't connect it. See, I don't know. Oh, they're working on it again. Let me see the battery. Now the battery is 99%, so it should be fine. When I try to analyze, it does not. It doesn't work all the time. Not sure what happened, but I know I realized today morning that I don't have the extra Meridians that I used to have. So who asked me this question? Marlene Egg.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yes, contact your back office. If they haven't sent you, they should send you an email that will upgrade your Blue application where you're gonna have your meridians. So you're gonna have your MagHealy only with the meridians option there, and there where you can scan and it will show you what meridian you can use on the pink application, and also you can deliver information to yourself, just like we can do with Blue applications through Healy.
It would show up in the pink application or just under the MagHealy applications?
Both.
I thought, okay,
So it will show in the pink under MagHealy, and it will and you will have it in the blue.
okay. all
In
three.
the not MagHealy. Yeah, MagHealy, and you will have it in the blue application as well. So you will have it in both.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. If you have any trouble, contact me.
Okay.
Let's figure this out. Yeah. Any other questions about all of this? No, was I that good that everyone knows everything? Okay.
Can you go over what some of the MagHealy programs actually do?
MagHealy.
Some of the names, yeah, some of the names are a little confusing, I think. For instance, let me see if I can bring it up so I can look at my own.
Mm-hmm.
When would you use like balanced body compared to pressure? What's pressure supposed to be in Earth?
Which panel are you looking at?
I was looking at the classic
Okay.
2.
Yeah.
I mean, the definitions that Healy has provided are pretty.
And
important.
look, I've got exactly the same information as you do. I don't have any extra information. I would use this one. I understand already that with Healy, everything that we do is physical and not only. So pressure could be that you physically feeling pressure. I would use this for blood pressure, and I would also use this if somebody pressure me to make some decision, regardless of what it is. Just like in Healy, you've got release. Release in your healing gold cycle will be release the pain, release uncomfortable feeling, release my tightness, and also release the buzziness in my head because I got upset today. So that's what that's how they're working. So it's not only physical, but it's mental as well. So whatever pressure means to you, this is what it is. You were asking about something else. Silence. That's a very interesting one. I spoke to someone recently about it. Silence, moments when it's just regardless how much you want to stop thinking, you just can't. I'm sure we all have those moments. Specifically, I know myself when I go to bed, if I wake up 2 a.m, my brain goes like, yeah, let's worry about this and that, and then give you something else, something that I physically cannot do anything about it in this moment, but my brain will work to give me something to do. And then, yeah, we can't sleep. You're catching you laughing. You know what I'm saying. I can see that. Yeah, that's exactly what is happening. So sound of silence. We want to be silent. Sometimes when busy day happens, you can just, yeah, that's just nothing, how good it is. And also, when I say something fast, men are built a little bit different than women, and men can get to silence much faster. Women, we have this busy head. There was this I won't tell you his name because I can't even remember, but I know that he was neuroscience. He was explaining men and women brains, and he was saying that man has a box for everything. So man will have a box for his family, and when he's with his family, he doesn't see any other boxes. And then after his family, he will have a work box, and then he's gonna have his pleasure box. and then he will have his sport box when he's watching the box, watching his sport, and then he will have the sound of nothing. That men can actually sit, stare at something, and think nothing. That's when women ask him, "What are you thinking?" And he goes, "Nothing," like silence, nothing. While when you open women's brain, it's like all the boxes are open at once and everything goes everywhere. That's why women, we have difficulty to just, some of us, and I would say most of us, just to calm down and go to silence because we always think of something. So I think
true.
women specifically, sound of silence is one of the really, really good ones. Sound of silence, your kids are running and they cannot stop. Put this one and see what's going to happen. Why not? Spherics, I don't have any clue where I would use this one at this stage. Let me learn about it. More, but I would say more about atmosphere, what is happening. I know that's with protection and Healy, there is a planet program that protects us from whatever adjustment of the moon and Saturn and Venus and whatever, if we actually feel the influence. Maybe that's what it would be to use for. No idea. We don't have any information about those programs. That's why learning about McMaken programs and learning what's inside, it's more exciting because I know what it is and I know how it works. I can build them myself. I can see inside. I have no access to this one. Even with my fancy machine, I have no access to see what's inside. And they gave us zero information, which is the same. So we just have to speculate. We just have to see. We just have to use as well. And then you will see if it makes you feel good or not. That's what it is. You were saying something else. Which one?
Beata, I have a question.
Yeah. Go on.
Does the MagHealy have a quantum tube, a quantum dispositive inside?
I don't know what you don't understand.
Yes, as the Healy that have a quantum sensor that
Yes.
measure the intensity. The MagHealy does.
MagHealy does have a quantum sensor as well, which is much bigger. MagHealy also sends the magnetic frequencies, which are the MagHealy. That's the MagHealy programs, the McMaken programs. I'm confusing MagHealy, McMaken today morning, not sure why. So McMaken programs are more magnetic programs. And that's why this is so much bigger, because I believe that this one's got 2 of those and plus the coil. And the quantum sensor, yes, that's why you can scan yourself, and it's very, very powerful. Okay. Any other questions? No, we're done with questions. Ladies, no.
No.
Fantastic. So that means that I done enough for today. There is nothing else that I have to show you. You've got also the settings, which just like in your Healy, you can go in here. You can change language. Here will be under my Healy. In here will be updates. If it shows updates, there's just some numbers which really means nothing at this stage. What else do we have? Information center, where you connect, where you can get trainings and you can get more information and you can get downloads and whatever news it is, just like MagHealy in a pink application. So you're just connecting to other app and you get the same information. So this is really what it is. So in this case, I will stop recording. Okay, I'm gonna stop